She wanna know me, I stay low-key, all gas, no brakes, baby, let them hoes sleep. Body on 10, make your girl OD. I get in my way, never out of my lane. Feel like you the one and I'm on one. So what it's gonna be? Baby, squad up, we finna go deep. Riding on a team, got what you need. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I hit the town, you should slide on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all love. Everything good. Keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good. Know it's all love. Know it's all love. I've been feeling like a man lately. Can't nobody do it like I can. Daily, baddest in the land. Body turn your nigga to a fanny up. I made it where I'm at on my own. Had a couple blocks in the road, but I get to the bag on the low. I be counting stacks while they grow, yeah, you know me. Baby, won't you keep me company? Give me something to do when I get lonely. I got something for you when we get home. If you let me put it down, when I come in town, you should slide on me. Keep your minds on me. On try, baby, I think you should side with me. Stay solid one time if you lie with me. Just promise you never lie to me. Keep the moves on tuck. I know it's all love. Everything good. Keep the vibes on crush. I know it's all good. Know it's all love. Know it's all love.
So many questions that I wanna ask, but I can't find the reasons why. You always find a small excuse to leave. What's your excuse to make me cry? My love was lost when you came and took it all. My mind says stop, but my heart is screaming out. Don't go, just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. I got mixed emotions, can't make my mind up. Just leave, no stay with me. I'm incomplete. for that feeling. Why did it have to go away? I long for that feeling. Remember everything you said. Had to go on dreaming, dreaming. 'Cause baby, you are everywhere. I wish that you were here. 'Cause I don't want nobody else. I'm not afraid to be alone, new beginnings. I'm not afraid to overcome every feeling that I have. So take me in your arms, yeah. 'Cause nothing can really hurt us unless we let it grow. Forget about the past. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, no matter what I do. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, no matter what I do. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, and you know it's true. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, no matter what I do. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, and you know it's true. I know that feeling. We say goodbye until it hurts. I know that feeling. Stormy skies and fireworks, yeah. But I'm not afraid to be alone, new beginnings. I'm not afraid to overcome every feeling that I have. So take me in your arms. Oh, yeah, yeah. 'Cause nothing can really hurt us unless we let it grow. Forget about the past. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, no matter what I do. 'Cause nothing can really hurt us unless we let it grow. Forget about the past. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, no matter what I do. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, no matter what I do. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, and you know it's true. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, no matter what I do. Baby, we can make it last. It's better when it's me and you, and you know it's true. And you know it's true. Yeah.
Love, you move too fast for me. Can't catch up with the thoughts in your mind. They're everywhere, and it's hard for me to bear. 'Cause I get so lost, feel just like a boomerang. 'Cause you change your plans every day, and you don't seem to care what I think or how it affects me. Since I lay my eyes on you, my baby, I just wanna make your dreams come true, my lady. If you're low, I'll lift you up. Just let me know when it gets tough. Do you feel the way I do, my baby? Do you see me like I see you, my lady? I love you, but I don't need you. I only want true love, true love. True love is what I want, my baby. Like I see you, my sentences when I don't know what I'm about to say. But that's what I like. We just like yin and yang. But sometimes I wish you would hear me out and listen to what's on my mind. Yeah, yeah. Since I lay my eyes on you, my baby, I just wanna make your dreams come true, my lady. If you're low, I'll lift you up. Just let me know when it's tough. Do you feel the way I do, my baby? Do you see me like I see you, my lady? I love you, but I don't need you. I only want true love, true love.
I've been working overtime like crazy, just to show you how I really feel. Haven't had a single day of duty.
Hey!
Just to show you that my love is real.
Good morning, family.
Do you
Good afternoon on the East Coast.
when I stay? Oh, baby.
Let's go. What up, She?
Can you even tell?
She is here.
I'm under your spell. Oh, baby. I just wanna take another look.
Has everybody taken their vitamins? Have you taken your vitamins for the day? Tell the truth. Tell the truth. Have you taken your vitamins for the day, y'all?
I hope that someday you will notice
Let's go.
every little thing I do for you. Like the time I went to buy you flowers, 'cause you said your favorite one is blue. Do you even care?
We're going to be quick today. I'm paying attention to the chat.
Baby,
Low end theories in the house.
can you even tell?
What up, bro? We got to talk about this long distance thing. Has it gotten easier because of social media? What's the reasons? What about sex? Vitamins on deck. That's right. I took all 7 of mine. Took all 7 of my supplements. I'll do it 7 days a week, every day, no days off, man, for the rest of my life. I would rather have supplements and vitamins than prescription meds. I want prescription meds, or do I want supplements? Jill Williams said she had her elderberry gummies. That's right. And sea moss gummies. Put it in a gummy. Put it in a gummy. Make it easy to consume. I don't care how you consume it. Mix it in with your food. Mix it in with your food. Grind it up and pour it over your cereal. Grind it up and pour it over your cereal. Pour it into your coffee. Pour it in your milk. Pour it in your tea. I don't care how you slice it. Jill takes gummy bears. I'm going to always talk about health and fitness. Expect that. Expect me to always discuss health and fitness. especially when I hail from a community that has damn near everybody fat. Damn near everybody fat. THC gummies. What the funk is in the house, y'all? Getting high. We gonna always talk about health and fitness over here. I'm a walking, talking testimony to witnessing and experiencing the fountain of youth. You know, they say black don't crack. Some black people done took that to, that's bullshit. Black cracks like a motherfucker. Black cracks, you guys. Black cracks. Hey, Brittany, I love you back. I love that Brittany comes in here and tells me she loves me. You know how important that is? How many times have you guys told somebody that you love them? Even if it's somebody. So the fact that Brittany can tell me that and we've never met, she's probably the most loved person in her family. Cousins, uncles, aunts, grandmas. All her friends love her. Probably all her co-workers enjoy being around her. People with that kind of disposition, they so freely express that on the internet. They probably do that in real life. You know, the internet is just a microcosm of your real life. For those that's fake on the internet, you're probably fake in real life. For those that's assholes on the internet, you're probably an asshole in real life. For those that express love and adoration for people, they probably do that in real life. I have a feeling that Brittany does that in real life. Thank you, Brittany. I appreciate you being here. Hopefully the audio is good. Hold on, I gotta add something real quick. Gotta add something real quick. Cool. Is everybody subscribed to the channel? You know, subscriptions is important. A lot of you guys are watching this video after the live. Some of you are watching this video after the live is already over with. Are you subscribed to the channel? That way you can get notified when we go live. You can meet wonderful people like What the Funk and Brittany. And M. Mills. Hello, M. Mills. Good morning or afternoon. You can meet awesome people like Jill Williams and Low End Theory and She. You can discuss what we talk about in real time. I know that we have the comment section. I enjoy the comment section. I read every comment. But it's so much better when it's in the live chat. The live chats are kept so people could see what people were talking about during the show. So make sure if you want to just look at the live, just hit that little button and you can see what people were talking about during the show. But I want you to be a part of that. So only way that you'll know to do that is if you subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. You know, YouTube put a little bell button, a little bell is symbol right next to the subscribe button. What that does is it gives you the opportunity to get the personalized stuff and to get all of it. I want you to hit the bell and hit all. That way you'll get notified. As soon as I set up something, boom, it'll be like, yo, Shannon's getting ready to do this. And then you could know. I mean, you could check and see if you want to be a part of that, or you could be like, you know what, I'm gonna skip that one. But at least you know. So please subscribe to the channel. It really helps. I appreciate you. I'm trying to get my subscriptions up to 5,000 by Thanksgiving. Can you help me? Can you help me reach my goal? Can you share this to people on your Facebook page? Share this particular video to your Facebook page. Maybe this topic pertains to you. Maybe one of the other topics pertain to you. Share it on your Facebook page. Help me reach my goal of 5,000. I can only do it with you guys' help. Please like this video. Let the algorithm know that this video is worth watching. Then that way YouTube will put it up in the forefront on the live page on their home page, on the live section. And then, did you know I started the memberships? Memberships are growing. I'm surprised at how many people is joining the memberships. You guys gonna make me start creating this content sooner than I anticipated, because the memberships get special content. The memberships get special content. We do an after action review, or basically after, you know, we go live after certain awesome lives that other people do, and we talk about it. We also have 2 back chats on the Group Me app. I also do the BBW and the BBM. I like my girls BBW. That's the Be a Better Woman and Be a Better Man videos. We also do the Raw Wisdom over there. It's a lot of stuff. You get free merch. You get discounts on merch at one level. You get free merch on another. You get all kind of stuff. Join. It starts at $2.99. I know a lot of people call themselves high value. Are you really? It's only $2.99 for the whole month. $3. I don't know what your coffee cost this morning at Starbucks. I don't know how much that Egg McMuffin costs at McDonald's. I don't eat fast food anymore. But I have a feeling it's more than $3. Subscribe to the channel. Join the channel and get those perks. I'm gonna have to kick in the perks a little sooner than I thought. I didn't know that many people were joining. I looked at the stats. I get notified and it tells me about the people that are joining. That's super exciting. Let me start my chat stream so I can talk with you guys as we go. Dario Duplan is in the house. Did I say it right, Duplan, or is it Duplan? Duplan sounds sophisticated. I like Duplan personally, but maybe I'm saying it wrong. Dario's in the house. Good to see you. What the Funk says, facts, 100%. Live is way more fun, and keep the shorts coming. Oh yeah, I do shorts. You know, here's the thing. So I do Shanisms. If you go to my page, you'll see this thing called Shanisms. I have a playlist called Shanisms, and I come up with random thoughts each day, and I just want to hit people with just thoughts that can help them. I was doing Shanisms years ago, and I wasn't keeping them. I would record them, save them on Facebook, and then delete them. I would record them, put them on Facebook, and then delete them because I wanted people to be able to come see them. My dumb ass didn't keep them. A company hit me up a long time ago and said, Shan, we will go through all of your websites and all your social media, and we'd like to put together an ebook/course because of all the game that you've been given for so many years. They were going to pay me. I've been hit up twice for that. I declined both of them. I was like, I don't want to sell this information. Just want to make it available. But they were going to take my info that I was putting on social media and combine it all. And I had realized I was throwing away half of it. I was deleting it. I was just like, I'll put this out there. You know, this is what you need to do to get fit. Or I'll be in the gym and I come up with something and I record it real quick and I post it 24 hours later, I delete it. But I deleted it even for myself. It's back when phones didn't have that much memory. Oh man, that was a mistake. I should have kept all that stuff. So I do something, what the Funk is talking about is my Shanisms. I do Shanisms. I just come up with something real quick. It's usually like a few seconds, 15 seconds, 30 seconds, just a quick thought. And I'll record it and put it out. That's available to the public. But What the Funk, for the members, I'm having something called a soldier story. It's a soldier story. It's being a soldier in the war of life. It's being a combat soldier in the war of life. And it's similar to Shanisms, but it's a little longer. And it's kind of like the Raw Wisdoms, but the Raw Wisdoms is for members only as well. But a soldier story is going to be video where it's going to be, each time I record it, it's going to be live. And it may be a little longer. It may be a conversation that I'm having with you guys. Because sometimes I'll be wanting to go longer, but I keep it short. I got to cut it down because I know that I want to keep my Raw Wisdoms under 2 minutes, 1 minute to 2 minutes. And I keep the Shanisms to about 15 seconds, 30 seconds, sometimes up to a minute, sometimes, but rarely, usually about 15 to 30 seconds. But a soldier story, which is in the members section, I'm going to be recording those long. Yesterday, I was at the beach, had some great thoughts. I think I threw up a Shanism from the beach, but I had another thought. If I had members to talk to, I'd have hit them with a soldier story. I may go. By the way, I'm going live with the soldier stories. I'm not gonna just record it and doctor it up and make it sexy. I'm gonna go straight live. I mean, because I could go live on YouTube with my mobile phone now that they've given me the authorization. So I can hit live and I'm gonna talk to you guys live, but only to the members. So join the members section. I know I've been talking about this a long time. It's a soldier story. Ladies and gentlemen, you guys are soldiers, combat soldiers in this war of life. And there's certain moves that you can make so you can win that battle. You know, it's winning battles one at a time. It's not so much trying to win the war. You got to win the individual battles to win the war. Some of these battles is hard as a motherfucker, right? Let's keep it 100. Some of these battles is tough. Some of these battles in your home. Some of these battles raising your children. Some of these battles are dealing with your coworkers at work or your boss that wants to get rid of you, that hates on you and treats you differently than the other coworkers, just to try to disparage you at work and get you written up so you can get fired. You know what I'm talking about. Be hating on you. People that eat your food from the break room, even though you got your name written on the container. I've been in and out. I know it all. I know it all. You know, I was driving school buses at 18 years old. When I graduated high school in 1989, I went out and got my Class B driver license at the age of 18. And by 18, before I turned 19, because, well, first of all, I graduated high school at 16. I was a little smart. I was driving school buses, 91 passenger Gillig. So I'm 18 years old and the kids in the back is 17. Imagine that. Imagine a bus full of kids and the driver's a kid himself. I'm 18 years old and I'm driving kids that's 16, 17 years behind me. I'm driving my friends to school. I got stories, man. People say I should write a book. I always wonder, would anybody read it? I think it'd be an interesting book if I told you everything from all the way back when in the gangbanging days, all the way to today, to my travels all over the world. I think it'd be interesting. I think you guys would like to hear a story of my life. But I don't know. Nevertheless, thank you so much for being here this morning. We're talking about long distance relationships. I had shared something during a broadcast earlier this week, and I just thought I'd expound on that. What up, RJ? RG is in the house, you guys. AP Leo Queen is here. Hey, love. Lakeisha is here. Good morning, Lakeisha. Thank you for my sexy face comment. She says it every day. That makes me smile. I can't help but smile when I read that. I can't help but smile when she says that to me. We're talking about long distance relationships. I'll be in the chat. I'm gonna be in the chat, you guys. I need to set up something so I could be at the camera and in the chat at the same time. I have that set up at my studio, but I don't have it set up here at home. I like doing this at home, and then I go to my studio and do my work. I like doing my lives at home. I need to just bring part of my studio equipment here, or just set up just buy all new stuff, buy a monitor, so I could read your chats as I'm looking at the camera, because I like to look at the camera. I like to talk to you guys. It's almost like you're sitting here having a conversation with me over breakfast. But I'm going to be in the chats today. We're going to talk about these long distance relationships. Have you guys did the vote? Did you vote up in the poll? Let me go take a look. Go to YouTube. I don't even go to YouTube on my own. I don't even go to YouTube while I'm live. I don't look at it. Let me go take a look. Uh-oh, I see it. Oh, you guys are voting. Have you had a successful long distance relationship? Have you had a successful long distance relationship? 25, 20. Uh-oh, it's getting worse. Oh, it's live. The numbers are changing as I go. 22% of you guys said yes, and you loved it. T- 22% of you guys said no, it was a disaster. 22% said, yes, I had a successful long distance relationship and I loved it. 22% said, nope, it wasn't successful. It was a disaster. That means they did it, but it was the worst. It was a disaster. 22% said, no, it was a disaster. Damn near 40%, 39% said, yes, but they would not do it again. Vote at the top. Is a poll. I want you to vote. Long distance. Yes, you had 40% of y'all said yes, but I would not do long distance again. And 17% said no, I can't do long distance. Just straight up, I'm not even gonna give it a shot. I'm in the 17%. If it allowed me to vote, I can't vote on my own polls. YouTube does not allow me to vote on my own polls. But if it did give me the opportunity to vote, I'm gonna tell you right now, my vote would be no. I can't do long distance. I can't do it, you guys. It's too much. I need my woman right here with me. I could barely do across town. I could barely do across town. My last wife, I say that like I had a bunch of them. I've been married twice divorced. Talked to her this morning. She's my friend. My ex-wife is my friend. Talked to her this morning. When we were dating years ago, I was in LA in the Crenshaw district. She was in the Valley, North Hollywood. We made it work. We ended up getting married. I moved her in as soon as I could, y'all. I moved her in as soon as I could. I hated driving that freeway. I hated going over the hill. I'm from the Valley. My mother, I grew up in the Valley, but I hated going back to the Valley just to date her. But I loved her so much. I didn't mind. And then she came here often. She came to see me often. But man, if she was local, that would have been so much sweeter. But if she was out of town, I don't know that I would have made that work. Yo, I can't do long distance. Are you guys voting in that up there? I can't do long distance. That's right, AP Leo Queen. LA traffic is no joke. It's a crime. LA traffic is a crime. What up, Erica's Corner? What up, Erica's Corner? Brittany B says she's never had a long distance relationship. Listen, I shared on my show the other day a story about when I was a young soldier. So I want everybody to think back to 1994. Half of y'all wasn't born, so imagine it. For those that can think back to 1994. There was no email. There was no internet. There was no AOL. There was no YouTube. There was no PayPal. There was no social media. It was one-on-one interactions. We had cell phones, and I carried a brick. You guys remember what the phone? It was. I wish I still had it. It was a brick, big ass phone. I had one. I was the only one that had one around. Nobody else carried that shit. Imagine 1994. I was in love with this woman. It was my third girlfriend. I've only had 5 girlfriends. Full, like straight up, that's my woman. I ain't dating nobody else. I'm claiming her in public. This is my girlfriends. I've only had 5 in my life. Married 2 of them. I've only had 5, married 2 of them. My next girlfriend, I'll probably be with for the rest of my life. This time, number 6. Number 6, where you my woman, where we're committed in a relationship and we are, I'm claiming you publicly. I ain't gonna let her go. She's gonna get everything. She's gonna get my whole heart. It's gonna be a little different than the past, though. It's gonna be a little different than the past. But I've only had 5 girlfriends. Girlfriend number 3, Monique Thomas was her name. I couldn't think of her name when I was doing the broadcast. I had a brain fart, but her name was Monique Thomas. All 5 of my girlfriends. First girlfriend was Katina Simmons. High school sweetheart. Next girlfriend was Sharika Bird. Right after high school. Next girlfriend was Monique Thomas. And then my 2 wives, Christanne Turner and Cassie DeJuice. Monique Thomas, I was in love with in the Army. I was in the military. Young soldier. 1994. Heck, just got back from my 2 deployments. You know, I was part of Black Hawk Down. Have you guys ever seen the movie Black Hawk Down? This is gonna be part of. I'll be giving y'all a game. I'll be talking about stuff that I'm reserving for the members area. Join the membership because I'm gonna go in depth on this kind of stuff. A lot of the things that I've learned and a lot of the information and knowledge that I've gained I've gained through my travels in the military. Has anybody ever seen that movie Black Hawk Down? See, I try not to think too much about that. I suffer a little bit from what I experienced over in Somalia, in Mogadishu. But if you ever seen the movie Black Hawk Down, you saw your boy. Shannon was there. I wasn't part of the Delta Force or the Special Forces that came in over the helicopter. I was at the embassy doing support. I was laying down cover fire at the embassy. I was part of the 10th Mountain 10th Aviation Brigade. I had some friends that died over there from our infantry units at, I think he was in Triple Deuce. If you ever seen the movie Black Hawk Down, that's your boy. I was part of that conflict. I remember when it started. I remember us being in the TOC and everything going down that day. Never thought that they'd make a movie about it. Didn't think it was even anybody would even care. But the thing is, all the things, so I'm mentioning that to talk about all the things that I've learned. People say, like I was just talking about right now, here's a question for you. If you wrote a book about your life, would anybody read it? That's right, Bravo Tech, Fort Drum, New York. 10th Mountain. I was a mountain soldier. That's where I got my air assault. That's where I got my wings. If you wrote a book about your life, would anybody read it? Would it be an interesting read? Think about it. Sit back and think about that question. If you wrote a book about your life, would anybody be interested in reading it? A lot of the things that I've learned in life and a lot of the things I've gone through in life is where I'm able to talk about it today. I have to do this because this is actually therapeutic for me. People ask, well, why do you do YouTube, bro? Why are you on there? My boy called me this morning and he was like, man, you live all the time. Bro, I have to do YouTube. I have to talk to people. It's therapeutic for me. You guys help me. You guys are helping me. People like Mika G, and M Mills, and Bridging the Gap, Bravo Tech, Lakeisha especially, Brittany B. My man, What the Funk. Miss Parker's here. Hey, Miss Parker. You guys help me. I'm excited to come see you guys each day. That's why I go live every day. And when I was in the military, when I got back from my deployment of Black Hawk Down, I was dating this young lady named Monique Thomas. She was from Baltimore, man. She was everything to me. She was everything to me, you guys. I wanted to marry that woman. She was fine to me. God damn. But it was time for me to go home. And I decided not to re-enlist. I was in New York. I'm from LA. Me and my best friend DeMarco Smith, may he rest in peace. Me and my best friend DeMarco Smith, may he rest in peace. He's who I joined the Army with. We went in on the Battle Buddy system in 1991. We drove to New York in my 1981 Buick Regal. I had a 1981 Buick Regal, and we drove from Los Angeles to New York. It took us 3 days to get there. My mother hated the fact that we were doing that. She mapped it out for me to make sure I stayed away from the racist cities. This is 1991, you guys. No, this is 92. By the time we're driving, this is after boot camp. This is after AIT. So now we're stationed in New York, and we're going to our first station in New York, upstate New York, Jefferson County, and we decided to not fly, but we decided to drive. Listen, there's no protections. There's no GPS. There's no FaceTime. There's no FaceTime. There's no GPS. There's no protections. There's payphones everywhere. The streets are lined with payphones. When's the last time you guys saw a payphone? And here's two black boys from LA driving across the country to New York by themselves. My mother was terrified. My mom was terrified. We were soldiers, but we were young soldiers. We fresh out of boot camp. We didn't even know what it was like to even do work yet. My mother was terrified, you guys. There was no GPS. There was no GPS. Hold on one second. There was no Google Maps. There was only the Thomas Guide. So my mother mapped out our route, and she said, stay away from this state, stay away from this city, stay away from this city, don't stay away from this city. Boy, don't go here or I might not ever see you again. That's how my mother, she said, stay away from this or I might never see you again. You guys are terrified about kids today, man. Kids today it's a walk in the park. Everybody's freaked out about safety and shit. You know, my son, he's riding bicycles with helmets on. We didn't wear no damn helmets. We rode skateboards and helmets. We didn't know a helmet. What's a helmet? We barely put on our seatbelts in the car. Unheard of today. I wouldn't drive without a seatbelt on. No way. But safety, my mother was terrified. We drove across the country. Two young boys. I was 19 years old. DeMarco was 18. And we drove a 19-year-old and an 18-year-old in a 1981 Buick Regal with an engine that was burning oil. I think I used maybe 10 quarts of oil just to get there. It took us 3 days. We slept in the car. We slept in a motel one night, slept in the car the next 2 nights. Just to go in, just to get in the Army. By 1994, I'm out of the Army, but I'm in a relationship with a girl, and it's time to go home. I decided not to re-enlist. I decided to go ahead and go back home because I wanted to go to college and start my career. I was going to become a Los Angeles Police Department. I was going to be LAPD. I came home to become LAPD. I took the test and actually became LAPD. That's a whole nother story. I'm going to save that for my members. Instead, went to college. I'll tell that story later. You got to become a member of the channel in order to get that. It's nothing. Look, you guys got $5 a month. Stop acting like that. But I had to break up, and I told her, I said, listen, I was like 22 years old or something like that. 22, 23, I don't remember. However old, 1994, I was 22 years old, going on 23. No, I was 21 going on 22. This is 94. I was born in 72, yeah. And I said, listen, let's try long distance. Maybe long distance will work. Nah, I don't think long distance is gonna work. Why don't we break up? And I remember saying some poetic bullshit like, if we're like two birds, and if we're meant to be together, we'll go apart, but then we'll fly and find ourselves together again. It was some old simping ass bullshit that I had said. It was some simping. Remember, I told you guys I was the president of the simp club. I was a simp. Beta male, blue pill all the way, through and through. Didn't know no better. Didn't have any guidance. It's another story I'll tell you guys about my father. Man, he rest in peace. He passed away this year. I love my father to death. He taught me so much. But he didn't teach me about the birds and the bees, and he didn't teach me about women. We'll talk about that later. Point is, I had said some poetic bullshit and was like, if we'll find each other and let's and if it works out, then great. That shit didn't last because 2 months later she was pregnant by some other motherfucker. 2 months later she was pregnant by somebody else. When I got word of that, I was crushed. Mind you, we didn't really talk much after I left. After I left, we wasn't quick to get on the phone because we knew. It was like, what's the point of talking? All we're gonna do is just make each other, it was gonna bother each other, and can't be sexual. We can't be sexual. So now what? 2 months later, man, she was pregnant by somebody else. I think that solidified my whole theory on long distance relationships. What's the point? What's the point? Snook 1911. What up, Noop? Noop is in the house. Noop is in the house. M. Mill says she remembered those army days. Listen, she was pregnant 2 months later. It kind of woke me up a little bit about how women can be. It woke me up a little bit about how women can be. Like, God damn, how you turn around and meet somebody, smash him, and get pregnant with him. And I ain't been gone but 60 days. Y'all women is cold-blooded. Y'all, the way women move was cold. That's how I felt. I was like, damn, women, the way y'all can move is cold-blooded. The way y'all move is cold-blooded. Didn't have another girlfriend for years. Instead, I just went on a smashing spree. I was taking down women left and right. She turned me into a beast, y'all. I went to college. I pledged Kappa Alpha Psi. It was all over. It was all over. I was cutting everybody up. Savage days. The Noops know. Noops know. And so that was my last attempt at a long distance relationship, although others have been presented to me and it didn't make any sense to do it. I do not believe in long distance relationships. I do not think they're real, but I'm convinced. I'd like to hear you guys convince me otherwise. I'd like to hear you convince me otherwise. Let's talk about modern times. The phrase, absence makes the heart grow fonder. Have you heard that phrase before? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. Do you believe that absence makes the heart grow fonder? The phrase was first published in 1602. By Francis Davidson's anthology, Poetic Rhapsody. That's what I looked up on the internet. I wanted to find the etymology. Well, I don't know if it's etymology. I don't know if phrases can have an etymology. I know words can. But I looked it up and it said in 1602, the first line was used in an anonymous poem by Francis Davidson in his anthology, Poetic Rhapsody. And then I looked up some articles. There was an article, does the meaning, the absence makes the heart grow fonder? Is it true? When we hear it, we think of our personal emotions for those we love. We tend to recognize this phrase as a reference to long distance relationships or lovers who don't know when they'll see each other again. It's also used to refer to families and friends who are separated. We use that to people when we don't know when we'll see each other again. It's not really defined. It's indefinite as to when you guys are going to see each other again. Have you been in a relationship where your heart grew fonder because the person wasn't there? See, mine doesn't work like that. My heart doesn't work like that. And I'm going to get to another article. There's two more articles, and then there's a fourth one, that discusses how this is all bullshit. I'm in agreement with the last article. We're going to get to that. Does the heart grow fonder for you when your bae ain't there? Why does your bae need to be there or not be there? Do you trust them? Do you wholeheartedly trust them? I know so many people who, when they were far apart, it seemed like the perfect relationship until they got together and realized they couldn't stand each other. Look at the votes in the poll at the top. Those people are up there saying that shit was a disaster. I guarantee you at least 50% of them was a wonderful relationship when they were far away. When they finally got together, the shit fell apart. You learned something about somebody that you didn't know. You learned something about somebody that you didn't know and you would not have otherwise discovered until you were around them in person. You know how much time you wasted doing a long distance relationship just to discover that somebody's not who they say they were? They catfished their whole fucking life. They catfish their whole life. USA Today did an article in what year was this? This article was written in 2013. Hold on a second. Computer's freezing up. Stop freezing. Macs don't freeze. It says, according to the researcher, about 25 to 50% of college students in the United States are currently in a long-distance relationship. You go off to college and you're currently in a long-distance relationship. You were in high school with somebody that you thought you were going to be with for the rest of your life. And you decided to go one way to college, and they decided to go another way in college, but you wanted to keep the relationship going. 50%, 25 to 50% of college students are currently in a relationship. And around 75% have been in one at one point in their undergraduate career. Almost all college students had been in a long distance relationship at some point. Currently, it's about 50%, 75%, they all did it at least once. Was that you? Where you graduated high school with somebody you thought was going to work out and you decided to do long distance and they went one way and you went the other? Let me tell you something that the sophomores and the seniors know. The men know. Freshman women is fresh meat. They don't give a damn about your boyfriend at home. Freshman women is fresh meat. When you step onto the campus, it's like, who's that? Because young girls are so gullible. That's how they look. That's how these predatory men look at these young girls. They're so gullible. Who's my next girlfriend? Who's my next heartbreak? And in many cases, who's my next wife? Who's my next wife? You see, these juniors and seniors know they're getting ready to leave college, and they oftentimes want to meet. They either met somebody in college that's in their same, class, or they're meeting somebody that just got there and they want to fall in love with her. At least in other cultures, maybe not necessarily in black culture. Black people are sent to go to college and they told to stay away from a relationship. How backwards is that? But in other cultures, they find their spouses in college. They lock them down early. That's why I suggest women need to pay attention to how to be a wife as early as possible. You have a better chance of success when you're dating somebody older. But sometimes these relationships start in college. And now it says, with Skype, FaceTime, and other advanced means of digital communication, it's easier to connect with your sweetheart when they are just a state away, across the country, or even in the other side of the world. That's true. We're going to talk about social media and how's it working out for you in your relationships. But the Huffington Post wrote an article in 2017. The Huffington Post wrote an article in 2017. They said that the absence does not actually make the heart grow fonder after research. Decades ago, psychologist Mary Ainsworth and colleagues documented separation and attachment mechanisms in young children. Although given good care, children separated from caregivers for a few nights while their mothers were in the hospital tended to show not only anxiety at separation, but resentment and even anger at their mom when she returned. The stakes of maintaining proximity to a caregiver for an infant are literally life and death, and Ainsworth confirmed that the need for these close bonds to be maintained is hardwired in us. That's parent to child. That's parent to child. You see, a lot of times people are conflating absence grows. Wait, what is it? Absence makes the heart grow fonder. When you're away from your mother or your father, particularly your mother. But that's not necessarily the case when it comes to a relationship. people suddenly bring out that hoe card when they get away. When in Vegas, when in Las Vegas, what happens in Vegas? What happens in Vegas? Where does it stay? Did Stella get her groove back? A lot of these Stellas that go to get their groove back got a husband at home, but they thinking about that guy that they got to go see. They don't even care about their husband. Although as adults, we can survive separation from our partners, repeated and sustained separations can tend to bring out the primal fears of insecurity, abandonment, and resentment. The little kid inside of us had trouble understanding why we were alone so much after a while. In short, long separations can make us feel, well, childish. Rather than feeling more loving, we can experience moments when we become quite resentful that we can't be with a lover than we want to be. You become resentful when you're far away from somebody you love. I know I would be. And I wonder if that's what happened with Monique with me. I wonder if she resented the fact that I decided not to marry her or ask for her hand in marriage and decided to come back home to Los Angeles instead of staying with her in New York. I wonder if she became resentful and went out and, whether she knows it or not, hooked up with somebody and got pregnant by him 2 months later. Simply because she resented the fact that I bounced. I certainly resented the fact that she got pregnant. The Huffington Post says you need to own your feelings. The Huffington Post says accept that it's part of human being to sometimes feel miserable when your partner's away, and know that feeling that way doesn't make you a crybaby or any less self-sufficient. It's 100% normal to have some bad days when life entails repeated or long-term separations from your partner. It's right to need and seek security through physical closeness in intimate relationships, and being apart a great deal is a legitimate strain. Owning sad feelings would make it easier to deal with them head on and not to get caught up in feelings ashamed of them or resentful of your partner. And then they also suggest people should travel together. They suggest that people should travel together. Are you in a relationship with somebody who often travels and they always gone? Do you have the opportunity to travel with them and you just don't? Newest research says you should travel with them. Don't let them go by themselves. Don't let them go by themselves. Don't think that absence makes the heart grow fonder. Instead, travel with them. It's a good way to stay closely connected to each other's world if you can go together. Occasionally, on the regular trips, stay away instead of separately. Even for work. Sometimes it can't be done, but if it's possible, it can give the partner who normally stays at home a much better feel and appreciation of what life is like for the away partner. This can help integrate your lives more on an emotional level and help the partner who doesn't travel as much to feel more connected. Put a date on it, they suggest. Put a date on it. If the time apart if being apart a lot isn't desirable to you as a couple, it may help you both to think ahead and plan termination for the date distance aspect of your relationship. While it's not always possible in every situation, this is a great way for couples who are feeling the strain. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, let me close this out. Why is my computer freezing? I hate when it does that. Who said they were? Lakeisha said she was conditioned to be a wife at 19 years old. Oh yeah, Lakeisha, is that true? Is that true? Mika says, indeed, traveling together really brings out the full potential of your desires to be as one and discover so many things about each other that you normally would in your familiar surroundings. Listen, you guys, I understand that there's technology that allows you guys to be together to a degree. I shot a movie. I was married in 2000. No. I'm sorry. I was divorced by then. So I got my divorce at the end of 2007, but for the year of 2008, me and my ex tried to work it out. We still stayed together for that next full year. We divorced in 2007, but we stayed together for 2008. And during 2008, we still wore our wedding rings, even though we weren't officially married. We were seeing if we could work it out. In the spring of 2008, I went to Atlanta to shoot a movie. And I don't know if FaceTime was available at the time or if I just recorded a video and sent it to her. But the camera, I was holding the camera with my wedding ring with my left hand and recorded the video. And so as I was talking to her, I was talking and using my right hand that had no ring on it. And so when I sent her the video, it was flipped. So it looked like I was talking to her with no wedding ring. It looked to her like I was talking to her with no wedding ring. So as I'm talking to her with my left hand, wedding ring on, holding the camera with my wedding ring, and said, hey, you know, blah, 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 what's up? So we here, you know, don't worry about it. Everything's cool. We getting ready to go back on set. You know, we making things happen, blah, blah, blah. Tyler Perry came through. We were just talking about just different shit, right? I was shooting her a video, and the camera had mirror. It was a mirror effect. So the camera flipped, and the video that was sent looked like I was talking to her, and I took off my wedding ring. She flipped out. She thought I went to Atlanta and became a hoe. She thought I went to Atlanta, took off my wedding ring, and became a hoe. And I had to explain to her I said, no, what are you talking about? Why you don't have your wedding ring on? The fuck are you doing out there? I'm like, babe, I'm wearing my wedding ring. What are you talking about? And then it dawned on me, she got the flip version of the video when I looked. I had to explain that to her. I don't remember if she calmed down or she paid attention. I don't know that she necessarily apologized. You know, women don't apologize when they're wrong. Women typically don't apologize when they're wrong. They just say some shit like, oh. A woman's I'm sorry, my bad is, oh, okay. To women, that's one and the same. Oh, okay is the same as I'm sorry, my bad. But we were distanced for a while. You know, I think I was out there 2 weeks or something like that. We shot that film. It didn't help. It didn't help our relationship. I don't believe in long distance relationships. But now we have things like FaceTime. You guys are out there sexting. You guys are out there getting nasty with each other on video. You could, me and my ex, my most recent ex, we used to watch movies together. After we broke up and she went on her way, and we were still, going through and co-parenting and whatnot, we'd fire up TV and watch movies together. Now, the latest software in the iPhone allows you to watch movies at the same time on the device with the person. I forget what it's called. I haven't tried it yet. I don't have anybody to watch it with. Not long distance like that. Have you guys tried that yet? It's a new feature on the most recent software that came out in Apple just like last month that allows you to FaceTime somebody and watch movies with them together. I don't know if it works with Netflix. I don't know if it only works with Apple TV. I don't know if it works with Amazon Prime Video. But they're making it really easy to do long distance relationships. I still think they're fake. Because I need to have you here with me. I need to feel your body. I need some sex. And I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait. I'm not waiting. I want it now. I want to be intimate with my woman right now. And holding off and saying, oh, this is the best for us and all that other kind of stuff, just to discover later on that you the motherfucker that I don't want to be around, is a terrible waste of time. That's a gamble I'm not willing to make. I'm not willing to gamble my time, which is extremely precious, by the way. My time is extremely precious and expensive, with somebody hoping that they are who they purport to be from afar. Just so that when we finally get together, or you decide to move into my city, or we connect like that, because you're going to have to move with me, because it's all about Rawls Enterprises. That I find out that you're somebody that you're not. I could barely find women local that's who they claim they are. What's the odds of me finding somebody across the country that's going to be who she is? And then I discover that, and I done wasted all my time, and now we done broke up on somebody that I could have been using that time for somebody local. It doesn't make any sense. But social media helps, right? You got Instagram, you got Facebook, you got TikTok. You got all this social media things at your disposal to make it a lot easier, a lot more palatable to date somebody long distance. But I still think it's not worth it. Goodbye and see you later. Jonathan is in the house, y'all. Where's Jonathan? I haven't seen him in a couple days. Jonathan hit me with another $50 super chat. He says, salute OG. I'm in and out of meetings, so I can't tune in, but I just wanted to show some love. Jonathan is making moves, you guys. Thank you for the super chat, Jonathan. You already know. You already know that sound. 24 hours. Hit me with an email, superchat@shannonrawls.com. Get you another gift card. Jonathan is always blessing my channel, you guys. He's a supporter, a major supporter. I think, in fact, he supported me more than anybody else. He's the number one. He's this channel's number one supporter. Thank you, Jonathan. But he's also, extremely successful. I'll say it that way. Jonathan is also extremely successful, extremely successful young man. Ladies, you will be so lucky. Ladies, you'd be so lucky. Long distance relationships are not real. Let me get into the chat and let's see what you guys are talking about. Fuma King says, honestly, bro, if she lives more than 3, maybe 4 hours drive away, and there's no possibility of us living within reasonable distance, it don't make no sense. Fuma says he's not even doing it even if she's in the same state. 3-4 hours away. Listen, Los Angeles and San Diego is 2 hours away. I can't imagine dating somebody in San Diego. She lives in San Diego? The fuck I'm gonna be doing? That's a 2-hour drive. Vegas is 4 hours away. And I know it's different because maybe wherever you live is different. The proximities are different than here in Los Angeles. See, here in Los Angeles, we deal with traffic. It could take an hour to get to Long Beach from LA. I don't even want to go to the Valley, much less even consider 2 to 3 to 4 hours. 2 hours drive clear to San Diego. 4 hours to Vegas. It's tough. If I met somebody that lived in Vegas and I fell for her, she got to come home. She got to come back to LA. She got to come to LA. Pack up. Pack it up. Whatever you doing out there, come do out here. I need you every day, baby. I need you every day. My man says, Fuma says 3 to 4 hours. Maybe 4 hours. Otherwise, it's not worth it. Lakeisha says she believes in long distance relationships. Lakeisha, how do you think that'll work out for you when you got a man that wants to be with you and touch you and kiss you and make love to you every day? How does that work? I'm gonna catch up on these super chats. On these chats. We're gonna talk about it. Bravo Tech says he's big on quality time. That's hard to do through FaceTime. Agreed. 5 love languages. Does everybody know what the 5 love languages are? Does everybody understand what the 5 love languages are? Hold on. 5 love languages. The 5 love languages. Words of affirmation. The 5 love languages. This is what you like to receive. This is what makes you love. Words of affirmation. Receiving gifts. Acts of service. Those are the 3. And there's 2 more. The first 3 is words of affirmation, receiving gifts, and acts of service. This is the love language that's required by you. The last 2 is physical touch and quality time. Physical touch and quality time, y'all. Hold on, let me get rid of this. Physical touch and quality time. I gotta adjust this camera. Hold on. Got my head cut off. Oh, much better. Much better. Physical touch and quality time. Physical touch and quality time. Those are 2 of the 5 love languages. Are those your love language? If they are, I doubt that you believe in long distance relationships. Shout out to Bravo Tech for that one. Shout out to Bravo Tech for that one. I'm catching up. What up, Jay Clark? Jay Clark says, anything that you want to work will work. My spouse was in the military and stayed on deployments. It is tough, but you can make it work. Here's the question though, Jay Clark. You were already married. You said spouse, so you were already married. You were already married. Jay Clark, I'm gonna assume that you are, I don't know if you're a woman or a man, because Jay can go either way, and Clark is the last name. And you said spouse, so I don't know if it's your wife or your husband. But let's just say your spouse. You were already married. You had to deal with it, and it was tough. Could you have done that while dating? Could you have done that while dating? Where you have the opportunity to not do that. And I'm gonna be honest with you. When we first got deployed, I was deployed to Somalia. I did 2 combat tours. My second one, before I went with my unit, I stayed home. Because they weren't going to send me on the second time around because of what I experienced the first time. During my second tour, I was not going to do my second tour to Mogadishu because of what I experienced and went through on my first one. My command was like, let's keep Rawls home. He doesn't need to go back. I ended up going back anyway, though. And the second time around, before I went, I stayed home. You know how many wives was home? You know how many wives was the base was empty. Everybody was in Africa. Except for me. Tall chocolate brother. Boy, I was a piece of meat. They was after me. My personal constitution wouldn't allow me to mess with a married woman, but I had the opportunity. Jay, could you have done that if you guys were dating? That's the question. Jill has a story. She says, Shannon, here's my quick long distance relationship. I was with a guy for 8 years. At the time, I lived in California. I had to move back to the Midwest, Indiana. He wasn't having it at first, but he did it. He did it for how long, Jill? He did it for how long? How long did that long distance? So you was with him for 8 years. Y'all was damn near married. If y'all lived together for 6 of them, you guys was common law married. You was with a dude for 8 years. And at the 8-year mark, you had to move back to Indiana from California. He didn't want to do it, but he dealt with it. But how long did he deal with it? For another 8 years? Or is that shit short-lived? Y'all could pull up, y'all could cam up and tell me what you think if you decide to do that, if you want to. I'm gonna hit you with the link in case you want to go, because we're working through the chat today too. Mika says, this is why, oddly enough, there may be some who prefer to be in the curiosity phase. They will intentionally delay in-person connections due to the feeling of not fulfilling expectations as they did. True. That's true. Miss Parker says her first words of affirmation and her second is quality time. Miss Parker, she can't do long distance. If quality time is one of Miss Parker's five love languages, Miss Parker not doing long distance. She's not doing long distance. But then we can also talk about people who's getting older who has to be a little bit more tolerant because their options aren't as much as they used to be. You know, men and women's options, well, not for men per se, but more so for women. The older women get, their options tend to decrease. Let's keep it 100. You're not as hot and sexy as you used to be when you were in your 20s. And in the event that your options are dropping, do you start to deal with something that you wouldn't have otherwise dealt with 10, 15, 20 years ago? Lakeisha says, it don't have to be long distance. I'm willing to relocate. She doesn't agree with long distance. Okay. I didn't understand what you were saying earlier, Lakeisha. So you ready to relocate. Lakeisha, you saying you'll pack up and go? To make sure that you are in love, that you have no problem packing up and moving. Shout out to Lakeisha. She's like, I'm out, y'all. Deuces. Lakeisha says, deuces, y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate you. I want to put in my 2-week notice. Neighbors, I'm leaving. My man is waiting on me. Lakeisha says, my man is waiting on me. I don't need to be here, y'all. Lakeisha says she's been groomed to be a wife since age 19. She's ready to bounce. See you guys. I'm out. Shout out to Lakeisha for that. I need to put some more sounds on my sound thing and put the heartbeat. Y'all hear that heartbeat? That's Lakeisha saying, I'm out of here. I'm going to see my man. RG Purdue says, I tried driving back to LA from Vegas every other weekend and that shit got old. That's right, it did. That's right, it did. Shout out to Fuma. Shout out to Fuma. Fuma King for the $20 Canadian super chat. Shout out to Fuma King. He says, love and respect, big bro. To you too, bruh. To you too. And I'm going to hit you with the cha-ching. Hit me with a $20 cash app. Remember, everybody, if you hit it with a $20 cash app or higher, you automatically get a gift card. Fuma, make sure you email me at superchat@shannonrawls.com. My staff will send you a gift card today. Go shopping, man. Free shipping, too. Well, you in Canada. If you're in Canada, it ain't going to be free shipping. But the merchandise is free. Yes, BL, I didn't know FaceTime had a feature where you can watch movies together. It's brand new, bro. That feature came out last month. Make sure that you got the newest OS on your phone and your partner got the newest OS on your phone. And apparently, I haven't tried it, but apparently y'all can connect and y'all watching movies together. So maybe your picture's down in the corner or something, and then they could see your reactions and you could see their reactions. If you're watching a scary movie and you get scared, they could see how scared you are. You guys are watching movies together. I don't know how it works, but you know, it's exciting, right? Making these long distance shit a lot easier. Jonathan is back. He said 1 p.m. cancel meeting. Jonathan is out there making moves, y'all. I'm glad to have you back, Jonathan. Marcus's acts of service. His of the 5 love languages, Marcus Louison or Luzon. Because I want to say Louisiana. Louison is acts of service. So he could do, I'm assuming Marcus can do long distance. Can you do long distance, Marcus, where your woman is across the country and you guys have to coordinate meetings to hook up with each other? I can't do it, brother. I don't believe in that. And in fact, wouldn't you be pissed off if she ended up being somebody that she's not? Wouldn't you be upset if you found out that your woman was somebody that she's not? Let's keep going through the chats. Jay Clark says, so Jay is a woman. Jay Clark says he was in the military when we started dating. 6 months into dating, he got deployed. Okay, so you guys was dating. I bet you couldn't have did that if he was deployed. What if he got deployed a few weeks after y'all started meeting? And he was like, okay, I'm gonna quit. No, you had to date him. You was with him for 6 months. That means that means you experienced him. You experienced him. Jill said it lasted for 2 years. Shan took advantage of TDY. What is TDY? Help me out. I don't know what that means. Bridging the gap. Even when we started dating, we lived in separate cities, seeing each other once per month. What? Jay, what? When you were dating, y'all lived in separate cities, seeing each other once per month. How do you date somebody and y'all see each other once per month? And I get it. You're married now. You should call up. You should call up. You dated and only saw each other once per month? I couldn't see a woman once per week. I got to see you. Unless we fuck buddies. And I'm going to have a video coming up how to properly fuck buddy. How to properly have a fuck buddy. Unless y'all are fuck buddies. How could you date somebody and only see them once per month? That is wild. Kim Coleman says a long distance relationship could work only temporarily if the plan is to relocate. That's exactly what the article said. There has to be a set time. So let's talk. Okay. If there is a situation where you meet somebody. Okay, let's do it like this. Say for instance, you go on vacation. All right, we're talking about what Kim Coleman says. She says a long distance relationship could work only temporarily if the plan is to relocate. So let's say for instance, you go on vacation and you meet somebody who's also on vacation. Let's say you fly to Jamaica with your girls, because you know women have those girl trips. And you meet somebody that's happened to be on vacation as well. And you guys hit it off during vacation. You like him a lot. And he likes you. But he doesn't live nowhere near you. So you fly back home from vacation. He flies home. And you guys keep in communication and you talking and flirting on the phone. How long do you think that's going to last before somebody says, look, you're going to have to move here? I 100% agree with Kim Coleman. I'm not saying throw it away. I'm not saying don't even try it. I'm just simply saying there has to be an end result. What's the game plan? And I'm talking to the dating stage. Now, should you uproot your entire life and move for somebody that you're dating? No, that's ridiculous. So that's why I believe that long distance relationships is bullshit. But like Kim is saying, there has to be some end goal here. You have to have there has to be a date set. Look, we got to create milestones. We have to have milestones that's in place to ensure that this is successful. Otherwise, why even bother? Shout out to Kim Coleman. I agree. New age version of When Harry Met Sally is what BL says. That's true. Marcus says, no way. I wouldn't do long distance. That's right. Oh, temporary duty. Oh, Bravo, you went. Okay. Bravo Tech is giving me Army lingo, you guys. Bravo is giving me Army lingo, you guys. I didn't know that you was giving me Army lingo. Yes, Jay, you should call up. I'm my bad. Yes, temporary duty. I didn't know. I don't know who's a soldier or not. Drink your BCAAs, people. I think the only way I would look for long distance relationship is if we knew each other in the past before dating. Okay, so you go backwards? Or are you talking about somebody that you date? BL, are you talking about somebody that you date before? Have you guys, how many people, okay, here's another thing. How many people have dated somebody back in high school? Y'all broke up. You went and became a hoe. Both of y'all. Both of you and him became hoes. Y'all was out there. You was on the cock carousel, and you was out there smashing everything in sight. Y'all realized y'all maybe even had some bad relationships, been hurt, and then you turn around and circle back to that person that you was with back in high school. And now you're together with them, or tried it out with them. Even if they're long distance. I have been approached by women who I used to try to talk to in high school. And I laugh when they try to do it because they look a fucking mess. I know why they want me. I'm gonna just keep it. I'm arrogant. I believe in arrogance. It's not cocky. I understand why. I get it. But you wasn't checking for me back then. Don't check for me now. Don't check for me now. After your ass and then got ran through up and down the mountain, worn out, tired. You want me to come in and take care of your babies and shit? The fuck I look like doing that? I understand why. I get it. I'm not circling back to nobody from back then, especially the ones that diss me, because I'm looking at them and I'm saying, what the hell happened to you? Because it was hot in the 80s and the 90s. Hot. When I tell you they was the finest thing on the block. Finest thing on the block. They was the finest thing on the block, you guys. Some of them is long distance too. You think I'm gonna do a long distance with somebody from way back when? I graduated in high school in 1989. 1989. I've had 3 high school reunions. And every time I go, I'm stunting. Why? Because I found the fountain of youth that so many black people don't want to do. You know where the fountain of youth is? The fucking gym. The fountain of youth is a gym membership. That so many black people don't want to do. People particularly of my age range, Generation X, they are fat and sloppy. They look like they got 1 foot in the grave. People younger than me look like they got 1 foot in the grave. And so I got the hey big head. Hey Shan, I see you doing your thing. Hey Shan, I see you doing your thing. We need to connect. For what? What we got to talk about? What we gonna talk about? How when I tried to talk to you back when I was black and ashy, you wasn't trying to check for me? How I was a computer geek? What we got to talk about? You think I'm gonna talk to you when you long distance? That's crazy. That's ridiculous. Now you look a hot damn mess. What do you have to offer me, even if it's just sex? What value do you bring? Jonathan Barronville asked somebody in the chat the other day, what value do you bring a man? See, there's a difference between what value do you bring and what do you bring to the table. I think what do you bring to the table is a silly question. I don't think men need to ask women that because women are born with value. All you have to do is maintain it. Men have to become valuable. Women, you're born with value. All you have to do is maintain it. Don't go out there having a whole lot of sex. Ignore the women that's telling you to have a hot girl summer. Learn how to become a wife. Become fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. In fact, let me change that. Stay fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. You probably were that when you were young and you lost it. Maintain your femininity, friendliness, faithfulness, and fun. Maintain those. But what value you bring to a man, that's a question for women. That's a valid question that Jonathan Barronville asked. What value, and that changes woman to woman. It changes woman to woman. That's why we do want, see, you guys think when we say we don't care, we don't care about your degrees and career mixed up with it's useful and we're glad you did it. It's useful and we're glad you did it. How can that benefit me and the program that I have in place? What value do you bring? And I look at the people that's from my era, as big as a house. I wish I had that Big Shirley sound. I wonder if Kevin will let me have it. I'm gonna hit Kevin up and ask him, can I use that sound? What value do you bring me now that you realize that it didn't work out the way you thought it would? That's another video I have coming up, you guys. I may do that tomorrow. Should I do that tomorrow? Should I do tomorrow bad choices? I have a video called Bad Choices with a few videos I want to play on people who made bad choices and are regretting it now. Women in particular, because they hit the wall and they're fucking upset. BL says he keeps getting those "hey big head" texts from women. Killer part, a lot of them still look good. Oh, you got a lot of people that still look good, BL? You must be young. Wait till you get my age, 49. Wait till those women get 40 plus. Women tend to fall off and don't give a fuck. They're not doing what the men that they want them to do. They do everything that they need to do to get a job. They do everything that they need to do. They put in the work to get that degree. And then they want the universe to bring them a man. They don't want to put in no work for that. You put in all the effort that you need to go get to go get a job. You put in all the effort to get your degrees, physical hard work and effort. And then you want to manifest a man while eating flats and macaroni and cheese. So BL, you must be still young. BL, you must be still young. Mika G, arrogance does not match a handsome face. It matches this one. I don't know what you and Lakeisha are talking about. Bravo said he never served. Okay. But grew up an Army brat. That's right. Currently, Department of Defense tech contractor. Shout out to you. Shout out to you, Bravo Tech. Kim Coleman says there's two YouTube content creators that I'm subscribed to who met their husbands on Instagram as they were in long distance relationships for up to a year as their husbands relocated. What? Kim, who? Who was in a long distance relationship that are content creators and their husbands relocated to them? I like to see this alpha beta relationship. I want to see this alpha beta relationship. I want to see this. I want to see this alpha beta relationship. Kim, you know two women who are content creators who got married to somebody that they met on Instagram and the men relocated to them? Let me tell you what's not going to last. You want me to show you a recipe for disaster? Tell them to watch this show. Go to them and say, Shannon is talking to you. You want a recipe for, have their husbands too. Have both of them come up and tell them to pull up if they don't agree. I need to know more. I need more context to that. I need more information on these people. I'm not above reproach. I will eat my words if I'm wrong. What else y'all talking about? Talk your talk. I am Lakeisha. You know how I get down. Miss Parker says she did a video on her channel about women being overweight. 4 out of 5 African American women. Yes, Lakeisha. Miss Parker. 4 out of 5 women are overweight. 80% in the black community. And you want me to date you long distance? You want me to date you? Thank God for technology, man. Thank God for technology. You can't be Big Shirley and I got to see the video. I got to see. Baby, step back. Let me see something. Take that off. Let me see. Okay. When 80% of the women are overweight and men are visual, and that's what men like, beauty matters to men. I can't understand why women who are complaining about their outcomes aren't doing something about that. It makes no sense to me. It makes absolutely no sense. Ladies, we are visual, period. Beauty matters. I'm sorry, that's the game. That's the rules of the game. Play it. It's not right. We don't care if it's not about being right. We don't care about feelings. That's just the way it is. We want you to be fit, feminine, friendly, faithful, and fun. Fit is number one. Fit is number one. And the fact that 80% of you guys are overweight and only 25% of you are getting married, that makes no sense. That makes no sense. If 80% of you guys were fit, 25% of you would be only not getting married. The other 75% would be getting married. All you got to do is go to the gym. Miss Parker, I'm going to go to your YouTube channel. I'm going to check out your video. I want to see the video that you did. 4 out of 5 African-American women are overweight. That is crazy to me. That is crazy to me. BL says, I'm 32. I told you. They're 31 to 35. They still holding on. I told you that BL was young. I'm damn near 20 years your senior. Wait till they get my age. They holding on. Hopefully they watching videos like this because I'm all about outcomes and I want people to do and be their best. I want women to reverse. You can reverse your aging and you can stop getting fat. You can reverse your aging and you can stop getting fat. Hopefully those ladies are paying attention to the shit that women my age did not pay attention to because the women my age is big. I joined a dating site, you guys. I joined a dating site and I'm gonna have a video about swiping. This it's called the swipe left lifestyle. All the women my age. And I put in the description, if you're too big, don't even bother. They still hit me. Why is it okay? Am I fat shaming? No, I am simply calling it like it is. The reality is you have control over that. And don't come to me with that thyroid issue. Don't come to me with no motherfucking medical conditions. I don't want to hear about that. I know the numbers on that. So I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about the women that ordered and ate a whole goddamn pizza. You ate a whole Pizza Hut pizza by yourself. And you got the cinnamon sticks. And you bought the cinnamon sticks. I'm talking to you. Stop using the medical reasons. You're not part of that community. They have a legitimate reason as to why they're big. I'm talking about you fat people that's out there eating too much. Men and women alike. Coming from a formerly fat boy. You can do it. You can do it. This is something that you have control over. This is why I get upset when women talk about they want a man who's 6 foot and taller. I'm happen to be 6'2". And women are out there talking about 6 foot and they're ignoring men who are under 6. Do you know that men have no control over their height? He can't work on his height. But the moment you guys say that you want a man 6 foot, it's okay for you. You know how disrespectful that is? But you want to sit around and talk about fat shaming? How dare you? Sit around and talk about somebody who's telling you to do something that you can do something about. But then you turn around and want somebody who's 6 feet and taller and it's supposed to be okay. That's bullshit. If you had no control over your weight, I understand. Just like a man who has no control over his height, you should understand. But for those that have control, what are you talking about? What are we talking about here? Come on, you guys. Get it together. I'm going to check out your video, Miss Parker. Kim says, my husband and I were born and raised in the same city. However, I used to think that my husband would be from the South as my parents are from the South. Yep. Whoa! Jonathan hit me with a $200 super chat. I've been waiting to hit that sound. I've been waiting to make that sound. I saved that sound for the $100 and more super chats. That is, I'm a new channel, you guys. I'm newly monetized. I'm new to be able to have people send a super chat for the content. Jonathan has already paid me over $200 in super. He gets $50 super chats at a time. The brother's doing well. But I've never received such a high super chat. This is the highest super chat I've ever received from Jonathan Barronville. And all he wants to say is, back then they didn't want me. Now I'm hot. They all own me. That is worthy of what the fuck he's talking about. My man Jonathan hit me with a $200 super chat. That's the biggest super chat I've ever received. I almost want to, like, how do I make this shit stay? Can I make this stay? Can I make this stick? My man. But see, if I hit another super chat, it's going to replace it. Yeah, so it can't stay. I'm put it up for now. Jonathan, thank you so much for your generosity, man. Thank you so much for your generosity. I've never received a super chat that large. And it's a trip because, hold on. Thank you for your support, Jonathan Barronville. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you. I'm assuming you probably give around $5,000 to $10,000 a month in super chats, because you give super chats everywhere you go. Jonathan, you give super chats everywhere you go. Jonathan gives roughly $50,000 a year in super chats. He's giving out roughly $20,000 to $50,000 a year in super chats, supporting other content creators. They take the money and just say something, but I'm stopping. I got something to say. I got to say something about this, man. I got to say something about somebody who gives $20,000 to $50,000 a year. Jonathan Barronville gives more in super chats than most black men average in their annual salary. Where'd that shit go? Put that back up. I almost want to switch the context. I almost want to switch the convo to talk about your circle of friends. Let me put that in my fucking notes. Hold on real quick. That's going to be one of my members discussion videos. Let me go to the Army. And then we're going to say duplicate. And then we're going to say inner circle. Your inner circle 5. That's gonna be a conversation I'm having for the members on the channel. Have you guys joined the channel? Have you joined the channel? I wish there was a way I can bless a membership to people that I want. I've got to find out if YouTube allows me to do that, because Jonathan would goddamn be that. What kind of friends do you have in your inner circle? I'm not gonna make this I'm not gonna change the subject. We're still gonna talk about long distance relationships, but today I got my biggest super chat ever, and I want to highlight that. I don't care if you guys care. This is what I'm talking about. I'm talking to somebody that I've never met in person, that's blessing and helping me keep this thing going. That's motivating me to talk about what I'm talking about. That makes me go and hang up, and then once I get off of this, I go do research to make sure I come back with another topic that's going to be interesting. Thank you, Jonathan. I appreciate your support, bro. I appreciate your support. I see you doing this stuff everywhere you go, every channel that you go to. You do it all the time. It's weird to me. It's not weird. It's not weird. If my friends here in LA was on YouTube, they'd be doing it too. But they're not on YouTube. These dudes, they don't do YouTube. They look at me like Shannon's the video. He's the film producer dude. He's a bankers and shit like that. Property owners. Jonathan, thank you so much for your support, man. I appreciate you, bro. It's the largest super chat I've ever received. I wanted to sound. I've been waiting to make that sound. That's what's up. Back to what we was talking about. Blown away. I got my first big super chat from Jonathan. This is a guy that hits me with multiple $50 super chats in one damn video. I got to catch up with y'all. Y'all just having private conversations in the chat. We're going to end this. We're going to end the broadcast. Marcus, great point. But women don't want a short man. Coco Exclusive says women don't want a short man. It's true. Women don't want a short man. Why don't women want a short man? Especially, well, I'm always throwing, but what about a long distance short man? We got to keep it on topic somehow, right? Women don't want a short man. I understand that. Safety and security. And when you see a man with broad shoulders, he's tall, you feel secure in this world of danger. That's the reason why women want to be naturally dominated. Have you guys ever watched Game of Thrones? I forget the name of the woman that, I forget the name of the blonde that had the dragons and shit. The fire lady. I forget her name. Wasn't her name of her husband? He died, but named Drago. It was the dude that played Aquaman. With the long hair, who's married to Lisa Bonet. I think Lisa Bonet is his wife, but I forget his name. But he was did you see how he was? She wanted to be dominated by her husband. That's how women, that's your natural nature. Ladies, you want us men to dominate you, and we will do that. That's why I'm here to empower my young men to be dominating. Build yourselves up, fellas. And women want somebody who's tall. I get it. I understand that. You want somebody who's tall, but oftentimes you diss men who are not. That's the problem I'm having. How can you diss somebody for something that they have no control over? That's not cool. I think it's really uncool to diss a man or a woman who's overweight and they have no control over it. That's fucked up. I don't condone that. I don't support dissing somebody because they're overweight or they have some medical issue or they have a thyroid issue, something that is out of their control. That's not cool, bro. But fuck those people who have the ability to do something about it and don't. No sympathy here. No crocodile tears here. If you have the ability to do something about your disposition and you don't do it, you don't get no sympathy points. I'm not coming to your pity party. I'm not coming. 6 feet and tall, glass of chocolate. Lakeisha, what you talking about, Lakeisha? Jonathan said it feels so good to curve hoes who are washed up now with multiple baby daddies. Yes. Swerving them like Neo in the Matrix. What? Oh, come through the hood. Nah, baby. I roll through the hood and they see the car. I'm like, oh. Hey, Shan, hey. Swerving them. Jonathan says it feels so good to curve the hoes who are washed up now with multiple baby daddies and want to holler at me now, but thought they shit didn't stink when we were younger. Be gone. Absolutely. Have you guys ever heard of the song by the late great Biz Markie? The Vapors. It was the OG song. It was the OG hip hop song. Ladies, go look up the song called The Vapors. That's all you got to do is Google The Vapors. VAPORS. Listen to the song, pay attention to the lyrics. That is what me and Jonathan Barronville is talking about, you guys. That's what me and Jonathan is talking about, you guys. That's what me and Jonathan is talking about, you guys. Jill says, Shannon, I'm watching you and feeding my 1-year-old grandson. He's clapping when you make the clapping sounds. JB says, slim and thick, knows how to cook, and is inspirational. Yes, inspirational, ladies. Inspiration. That's big. When I ask you when Jonathan asks, what are you value? What is your value to a man? Not what you can bring to the table. You don't need to bring shit to the table. What's your value to me? I'm gonna give you guys a cheat. I'm gonna let the ladies, only the ones that's watching the show right now. I don't know how many people's watching, like 30 people maybe. I don't know how many people's gonna be watching the broadcast afterwards. Listen, here's a cheat. Inspire your man. I talk to men about what they should do, but ladies, I'm gonna go ahead and give you a little game. I'm not supposed to give you this. I'm doing it. This is a man code violation. I am violating man code right now. I'm giving you some game. Be inspiring. Inspire your man. Encourage him into his endeavors and the things that he does. If he's doing something, don't laugh at it. Don't disparage it, and don't hate. Inspire him. When somebody asks you, what value are you to me? Baby, I will inspire you in anything that you do. That's your response. Don't tell anybody I told you that. I will get flogged. The men will I will get a ticket. I'll get a citation for telling you this. Tell him I will be inspiring towards anything that you set your mind to do, baby. Write that down. Don't tell nobody you heard it from me. Don't tell nobody you heard that from your boy Shan. If somebody asks you who told you that, just say, oh, Shannon told me that. They're going to think it's a girl. Even though Shannon was originally a man's name, it's the capital of Ireland. And it switched to women's names around the 70s. Tell him Shannon said that. My friend Shannon told me. Inspirational. Shout out to JB. Slim and thick, knows how to cook, and is inspirational. Yes. Yes. Kim Colvin says their names is Miss Naturally Mary, who was a virgin at 32. Well, that's big. Let me tell you something. That's big. When she married Lorissa Turner, they married after their husbands relocated them. Oh, relocated to them. Okay, so you saying this brother relocated to go get a virgin? That might be worth moving for. That might be worth moving for. That might be worth moving for. He relocated to go get some untapped pussy. Ooh, where they make that at? Never before experienced by any man before him. That might be worth relocating for. People ask me, somebody asked me the other day, you want a virgin? Yes! But then you got to teach them stuff. Good. They're going to learn everything from me. Yes, men want virgins. You think that we want somebody out there experienced, has been out there getting smashed, getting they pelvic smashed by multiple men for years, and then he wants to turn around and make that his own? No. If he had an opportunity to get a virgin, of course he does. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I believe in, what was the movie with Taye Diggs and The Best Man? Was it the movie The Best Man where he said, how do you know? Because her pussy is shaped to my dick. That's how I know. Every man wants a woman whose pussy is going to be shaped to his dick. Are you kidding me? Jonathan says he hits that $500 super chat daily limit at least 4 times a week. Jonathan is limited to how much money he can even pay out. He hits the phone. He does $2,000 a week. Listen, ladies and gentlemen, do the math. Do the math. If somebody is hitting a $500 limit 4 times a week, that's $2,000 a week at minimum. How many weeks is it per year, ladies and gentlemen? 52. What's 52 times 2,000? What's 52 times 2,000? That's $100,000. Yes, that's $100,000. Yes, Jonathan Barronville. I'm sorry, I'm gonna put you on blast, bro, but I gotta give a shout out to you. I don't know who else is not giving you a shout out, but I am. That's $100,000 a year in super chats. You guys are looking for somebody who makes $100,000 a year in income. This nigga Jonathan is giving away in super chats simply because he appreciates the content that's being put out. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Yeah, we're gonna have a conversation about your fate, your inner circle, your closest 5. We're gonna have a conversation about that. You guys remember when they were talking about Drake that throws parties and invites 100 girls? Drake throws parties, invites 100 girls, and he doesn't even talk to the girls. The girls just frat. Now, why does Drake bring 100 girls? For his friends. Why does Drake throw a party, invite 100 girls who all are excited to go to the party, thinking that they're gonna get close to Drake? Drake ain't even think about y'all. He don't want to talk to none of y'all. So what the girls there for? The girls are there for his friends. The girls are there for his 10 friends. So women are standing around, scantily clad, with a drink in their hand, waiting for one of the friends. They can't get Drake, so fuck it. I might as well fuck one of Drake's friends. That's a different level of entertainment out here. Yeah, come to Hollywood, you guys, and get in the right scenes. Let me show you. I can show you some stuff. Jonathan Barronville is probably in the wrong city. He's probably in the wrong city. I need to get that nigga out here to LA. Tia P says she will never be in another long distance relationship, period. Did you vote at the top, Tia? I'm glad you're here, Tia. It's good to see you. Tia says she will never be in another long distance relationship. I'm gonna move a little faster. I'm gonna move a little faster because you guys are talking. What up, Raymond? What up, Raymond Brown? Good to see you here, bro. Ace Senior says, I would be in a long distance relationship temporarily. When it gets serious, she either moves or we move on. Did you hear that? He says, I would be in a relationship long distance temporarily, but she either has to move or we move on. Basically, she needs to find her way into my program or she moves on. Yeah. Did y'all think that Ace Senior was going to jump into her program? Who was going to be the boss? That's one of the problems with chasing the bag, ladies. Jason Momoa, that's right, that's his name. Thank you, Tia. I'm moving faster. I know I'm skipping some good topics, but I want to get to the bottom of the chat. Mika says, give me that UPS man. I need deliveries on demand. I heard that. The coaches, clinicians in the house. Shout out, Shannon. Good stuff, bro. We hit you once I land. Oh, he's flying. Coach, that's right. Coach is going overseas. Coach is a traveling man. Coach is a traveling man. It's good to have you here, Coach. Thank you for pulling up, bro. Safe travels, bro. I'm moving fast, y'all. I know I'm skipping stuff I want to talk about, but I'm moving fast. I hate that I'm moving fast. Booty clapping sounds. I wonder if O'Shea will let me have that. Let me have that audio. Booty clapping sounds. Dima, booty clapping sounds. Shout out to O'Shea Duke Jackson. A senior, 104,000. That's right. That's the math. Hey, K Cooper. I'm glad you're here. Better late than pregnant. Better late than pregnant. John said he don't like California. All right, I made it to the bottom. You guys, long distance relationships are not real. Long distance relationships are not real. More often than not, they do not work. Look at the stats in the chat. All you have to do is vote and you'll see the numbers. I haven't looked at it lately, but I guarantee you the numbers are staggeringly going against people that are in long distance relationships. Of course, there's always exceptions to the rule. Of course, there's always going to be somebody who's going to make it work. But by and large, long distance relationships are not real. You need to be with that person, especially today, with as fake as people are today. With the amount of fakeness that's going on today, do you really trust giving your time, resources, attention to somebody who's far away, thinking that they're going to still be that way when you guys get together? To what end is the long distance relationship? How long can you do it? A week, a month, a couple months, half a year, 1 year? How long can you do a long distance relationship? If that's the case, on these dating apps, you might as well open your shit up to be 1,000 miles. You might as well scoop everybody up from far away. These dating apps allow you. My shit be like, I need who's within 2 miles. I'll be like, who's within 2 miles? Because I ain't trying to get it. I don't want to get into no traffic. But I live in LA. It's different. It's a lot of women here. I heard some of your success stories. See, what did I tell y'all? See, y'all got me in trouble. Carl, y'all getting me in trouble, man. Ladies, y'all getting me in trouble. Y'all getting me in trouble for dropping game on and giving you tidbits on what to say. Most of you women, if I was to ask you what value do you bring a man, you would look like a deer caught in the headlights. You would stand there and your brain would be spinning and your mouth would be shut. You wouldn't have anything. Well, your mouth would be open, but you wouldn't be saying nothing. I don't know. If you ask a man what value does he bring a woman, we could rattle that shit off. I bring this. Baby, you're going to get this. You're going to get this. You're going to get this. You're going to get that. You're going to get that. What are you talking about? And then over here, you're going to get this. You're going to get this. You're going to get this. You're going to get that. You should fuck with me, long distance. Women, if men are to ask you what value do you bring a man, you'd be like, you wouldn't know what to say. You wouldn't know what to say. Now y'all got me in trouble because I'm over here violating man code, telling you guys one of them should be inspiration. I'm gonna start saving this shit for the members. I'm not putting this out in public no more. Inspiration is one of the responses. Make sure that's the first thing you say. I can inspire anything that you put your mind to do, baby, and I'll be there to back you up. So most of these women out here is going to be upset that you're doing it. They're going to want the limelight. They're going to be trying to compete against you, not me. I'm going to inspire you for all of your endeavors because if you win, I win, baby. Carl, I'll pay the fine. I'll pay the fine, bro. I'll pay the fine. Black Savant, what up? Black Savant says, last long distance relationship I witnessed was an 8-year thing. I think long distance for 3 years. Huge waste of both people's time. The girl imploded it once the guy wanted them in the same state. Once the long distance relationship worked until he wanted to be closer, then she blew the shit up. That's crazy. That means that she was a lie all along. She had a man local. That's another thing, man. Can you trust that somebody's going to keep that thing fresh in yours? Fellas, can you trust that that woman is going to keep that thing fresh and keep that thing yours? Lanrito says, I ain't trying to drive more than 10 minutes. We are kindred spirits. We are kindred spirits. We ain't trying to drive more than 10 minutes. Are you kidding me? Babe, let's go. Let's go hit this. Tonight, let's go over to let's go get a drink. Happy hour. right there in Culver City. Let's go. I ain't trying to wait and catch you 2 weeks when you get an opportunity because your work schedule is all fucked up. I ain't doing that. I'm not doing that. Tia says men have to be careful because a woman can tell you whatever you want to hear. That's true. See, I like women at my channel that thinks like Tia. That thinks like Lakeisha. Because they keep it 100. They tell the truth. Far too often are women lying to themselves and listening to other lies. And then they call women who's telling the truth, people like Tia, sellouts to the sisterhood. Because people like Tia come in and say, men, please be careful because a woman can tell you whatever you want to hear. And yes, we know it goes both ways. We know that men tell women what they want to hear. But Tia's saying it about women, and oftentimes women will be like, no, we don't do that. Shout out to Tia P for that. Yes, Brothers Love Show. Facts to Tia. Facts to Tia. Jay said, the thing that made my husband pick me as his forever is the way I supported him, especially when he was deployed. Sent him care packages and everything. She cracked the code. Jay Clark cracked the code. For the women that are married, you guys won the race. You know that, by the way. Now you just got to be able to maintain it. For the women that are married, you are in the 25 percentile because 75% of black women will never be married. 75% of black women will never be married. So if you are married, you won the race. Whether you did it long distance or whether you did it locally. Your hurdle now as a married woman is staying married. I know you rush into the divorce court because you're unhappy and he doesn't give you enough time and he doesn't talk to you like he used to and his dick is not satisfying you and you're not having orgasms and you can't stand looking at him or watching him while he fucks you. You don't want him on top of you. I get it. Get over it. Get over it. The grass is not greener on the other side. 65% of y'all are saying, I wish I didn't divorce. Of the 80% of women that are divorcing, 65% of them regret it. I know you think that you're going to convince yourself that you're not going to be one of them, but the odds are you will be. If you got a man, you won. You are crazy to give up your man. Ladies, you are crazy to give up your man. The world ain't getting no easier for people that's single. The world is not getting any easier for you ladies that are single. And to be honest with you, winter is coming, as they say. Think about the future. It ain't the 50s and then you're an old lady in the 80s. It's the 2020s and you become an old lady in the 2050s. You're gonna be an old lady in the 2050s and you're gonna be out there by yourself. You're gonna be out there all alone by yourself. Is that something that you think is gonna work out for you, ladies and gentlemen? That's what you think is gonna work out for you? I wrote it down. Drake said, you're a flower child, beautiful child. I'm in your zone. Looking like you came from the 70s on your own. My mother is 66 and her favorite line to hit me with is, who the fuck wants to be 70 and alone? Drake said, my mother is 66 and her favorite line to hit me with is, who the fuck wants to be 70 and alone? When you are 70, you think that's his mother complaining today. You're going to be 70 30 years from now. 20 years from now for the 50-year-olds. You're going to be 70 40 years from now for the 30-year-olds. Drake's mom is saying that now. She's 66. My mother is 66, and her favorite line to hit me with is, who the fuck wants to be 70 and alone? She's still alone. This is Drake's mom. She's probably still alone. So you telling me, ladies, that you can foresee happiness and prosperity 40 years from now? To all the women who are 30 today, you telling me that you can foresee prosperity and happiness being all by your fucking self 40 years from now? In the year 2061, you gonna be happy with no man based on the decisions that you're making today? Are you crazy? Y'all be getting me off topic. Y'all be getting me off topic. We talking about long distance relationships are not real. They're not. I appreciate you guys listening at me rant. Y'all gonna hear me rant every day. I'm gonna rant again tomorrow. I'm gonna be on tonight with Ask a Black Man Anything. Tonight I'm going live at 6:15 Pacific Standard Time with Ask a Black Man Anything. Please subscribe to that channel. We have a channel here at YouTube called Ask a Black Man Anything. All you gotta do is type Ask a Black Man Anything and our channel pops up. Subscribe. You'll see me on there live tonight at 6:15 with my bros. And if you have a question, pull up. I appreciate you. Pull up. You guys listen at me, and I'm getting better at this, aren't I? I think I'm getting a little better at these monologues, speaking to you guys. I enjoy speaking to you guys. I enjoy the chat. Do you know what I do after every show? I go back and I watch the show again, but I'm in the chat listening to what you guys are saying. Y'all have me cracking up and laughing. Yeah, you guys inspire me, make me feel so good. I'm gonna be dropping this game on you guys daily. And in fact, I'm thinking about bringing it up multiple times per day. I'm trying to set my infrastructure up in my business. I'm a fashion designer. I did not do my fall collection because I was too busy on goddamn YouTube. I skipped my fall collection because I was too busy on YouTube. I fumbled the bag because I make a lot of money doing fashion. But I was here. Look at that. I just got a message from my employee. Which shirts did you need? I got Aaron, I'm going to hit you in a second. I don't even know if he knows I'm live. He's probably at the studio now. So I'm so excited to be here with you guys. You guys inspire me daily. I'm getting better at this. Oh my God. Oh my God. So look, let me explain something to you guys real quick. This channel is called The High Value Shan. Not only Shan a high value man, but so is the content. But I define high value as defined by my frat brother, Noop Kevin Samuels. In the 6 points he put out, I have a video explaining that. If you guys go back and look at my content, you'll see I have a video that highlights the tenets of being a high value man and the 6 points that Kevin talked about. My channel was originally called, this podcast here was originally called Shut the Fuck Up and Listen, quote unquote. It was originally called Shut the Fuck Up and Listen because I found myself often telling people that they need to shut the fuck up and listen because if you listen more, you'll get better outcomes. But I realized and I was told that that name is not good for YouTube. They said, change your name, Shan. Change the podcast name. Shut the fuck up and listen is not going to work. You can do shut up and listen, and that's going to even be iffy because of the shut up part. But the shut the fuck up part is difficult. It's going to be difficult for advertisers to do all of that once you get monetized, blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay, I'll change the name. What should I change it to? Well, what about the content that you're talking about? Is it valuable? Yeah, it's valuable. It's high value. Oh. High value man, high value Shan. It's a play on words. But the high value part is the important part. So then when I came up with my little moniker, welcome to another episode of High Value Shan, where not only is Shan a high value man, so is the content. It also means that the people that I want around here has to be high value. And if you're not, you're on your way to be. If you're not currently high value, you are on your way, as defined by Kevin. I talk about Jonathan Barronville, but guess what? What is going on? Ace Senior hit me with a $300 super chat. Ace Senior just hit me with a $300 super chat, y'all. He's the highest super chat I've ever received. I know people like Kevin and the other channels, they get those all night long. They get these kind of super chats all the time. But people like Ace Senior, who has the resources to support a content creator to the level that is 100 times more than the average, speaks to the kind of person that Ace Senior and Jonathan Barronville is in real life. Didn't I say that earlier in the chat? I was talking about how what's my girl? Help me out. Where's she at? I was talking about Brittany B. I was talking about how Brittany B comes in here and she tells me that she loves me. She said, Shannon, I love you. She said, Shannon, I love you. And I said, you know what, Brittany? You're probably like that in real life. Did you know that most people on social media, is the way they act and interact on social media is a microcosm of how they are in real life? Brittany is probably the kind of woman that a lot of people love, respect, and like in real life. She probably tells people she loves them all the time. She probably tells her mom, I love you. She probably has no problem telling her friends, I love you. Then people gravitate towards that. Well, when you got people like Ace Senior that's hit a guy up like with me, $300, Ace is probably the guy that all the people in his circle come to for advice. Hey, Ace, man, what you think about, I was thinking about doing this. I was thinking about getting this car. And Ace probably hits him off with the advice. Ace is probably the guy that a lot of people come to for consultations and talks to, because if he can afford a $300 super chat and doesn't do anything but say drinks, doesn't do anything but send some drinks over, then that means his resources, his normal resources, are that of high value, high earning for sure. And the only people that get that kind of bread, let me just keep it 100. I'm all about ships, right? Entrepreneurship and friendships. The only people that can afford that kind of bread and to do that kind of thing are people who are out there making things really happen in real fucking life. Remember when Anton Daniels came over here? The first thing he did before he said a word was hit me off with a $99 super chat. The next day he hit me with another $99 super chat. And we all know how Anton lives. Remember when Jonathan Barronville cammed up with me? He pulled up. He told me not to tell y'all what kind of car it was, but I knew what kind of car it was based on the windscreen in his convertible. This is how he lives. Did you guys see Jonathan on Bernard Riley's show yesterday? I'm about to catch it right now. I missed it live. I'm about to go catch it right now. These are the kind of people that you want to be around. And people like Ace Senior, who just came in and did a $300 super chat to a content creator. That's what I'm calling myself. A content creator, because I'm giving out information. He's helping me help everybody. Basically, when he gives me super chats like that, he's basically helping you guys. These are the kind of people you want to be around. Do not go to dinner with those who fucking complain about the tip. Do not go to dinner in a group and people are trying to sitting out there looking at the receipt. I wish I had some receipts here. Looking at the receipt to the dinner, and they trying to figure out how much they calculating. Don't go to dinner with people who sit up there and go, okay, well, I had the calamari and I had an extra drink, and then they got their phone out calculating, and then they said, okay, you had the fish special. You had the fish special, and then that was only this. So just add, and then don't go to people like that. You know what you do? You go to people, hang out with people like Ace Senior. I told you guys a story about why I moved from Hawthorne to Beverly Hills. I told you guys why I moved from Hawthorne to Beverly Hills when I bought that Lexus in 1999, because that man spit on my windshield and the car was clean. And I needed to get around people that get it like I wanted to get it. That's what I'm talking about. People like Ace Senior. I know I'm switching the topic, but fuck it. People like Ace Senior, people like Jonathan Barronville. You go to dinner with them, they're like, okay, okay. They pull out the card. They just be like, okay, here you go. They pull out the metal card. The Goldman Sachs card. They just be like, here. They get that to them. Let's say, here, go ahead. And then the next time you go out, the other person gets it. And then the next time you go out, you get it. And all of you guys are making money together. All of you guys are increasing your lifestyle. All of you guys are on the socioeconomic ladder. You're at the top rungs. If you're out there complaining or you're out there trying to figure out how much your calamari costs and how much that turkey burger costs, then you're in the wrong circle, friends. I'm sorry. That's just the way it rolls. I roll with people like Jonathan. I roll with people like Ace Senior. I haven't met neither one of these brothers in person. That's just how that is. And that's why this channel is called High Value Shan. Only people I want around is high value. I want you, and not necessarily in the status as Kevin Samuels, you have to have a high value mindset to be here. If you don't have a high value mindset, please exit left. I don't want you here. I don't even want you to subscribe. If you don't have a high value mindset, please unsubscribe. Please hit a thumbs down on the video, unsubscribe, and never come back. I only want high value people around here. I only want high value people around here. Now, here's the thing. You don't have to give me a super chat at all. If you give me a 99-cent super chat, I consider you high value because you don't have to do it. Don't be discouraged when you see somebody that drops $300 or $200 and say, oh man, I don't want to give my $2 because that's not the point. You're blessing the channel when you don't have to. My videos get 1,000 views. It's only a certain amount, a small percentage, small few people even give a super chat. So the fact that you would even give $2 makes you high value. Are you kidding me? Yes. That's what's important. And I know I have to get this out while I'm starting this channel so I can never really talk about this stuff in the future. That's why people like Kevin Samuels and the other people that get super chats, they don't talk about it because they already had this discussion. I'm just having it now because I'm starting out. I'm under 100 videos. I'm under 50 videos. But these are the kind of people that I'm around. These are the kind of people you want to be around. And come to the channel if you have a high value mindset. When you give $2, when you give $5, you are top shelf. Those that give a $1.99 super chat is considered top shelf liquor. That's the way that goes. Every millionaire wants to be a multimillionaire, and every multimillionaire wants to be a billionaire. Are you kidding me? Come on. I appreciate you, man. I'm missing the chat again. I'm missing the chat. What are y'all talking about? Let me just scroll straight to the bottom. You see what I'm saying? Searchy 87, $2 super chat. Salute to Shannon Rawls. Enjoy King Talk, fam. Thank you, sir. That's high value to me. That's high value. $2 he didn't have to give. $2 that he didn't have to give. He could just been like, I ain't got to give nothing. Everybody that becomes a member and gives $3 a month is high value to me. You guys are soldiers. Thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for that. And I don't know if I hit the big sound for Ace Senior. I've been wanting to hit that sound. I ain't never hit it. Today is the first time I ever made that sound for Jonathan and Ace. That's the big money sound. I give the claps to those that support, like Sir 87. Thank you so much for that, man. I'm scrolling fast, you guys. I know you guys are talking about stuff. I'm going to read it later, but I'm just scrolling through. And then we got JT. JT Coins Rings is what I call high value. In fact, everybody in the chat is high value because you're here. Now, we got a few low value motherfuckers that's not listening and paying attention. They don't contribute. They don't talk. They don't even subscribe to the channel. First of all, you got to subscribe to the channel to even be in the chat. So that already puts you ahead of most people. But then we got people like JT that hits you off with $2. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate your support of the channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate your support of the channel. And I hate that I'm getting derailed like that. But today you guys hit me with, shit, I'm at $500 in super chats. I've never done that before. So I got it. That's what happens. I'm sorry. That's just the way it works here at YouTube land. You know? And then Sherry comes in. Thank you, Sherry Farley. And then She hit me with a $20 super chat. Remember I told you guys, anybody that does $20 or more gets they get a return on their investment. Sherry, make sure you please email me superchat@shannonrawls.com. It's in the description of the video for super chats. Superchat@shannonrawls.com. Email that. That goes straight to my employees. They're gonna hit you with a gift card. Thank you so much, Sherry. Another high value. I'm gonna start calling y'all high value folk. Everybody that chats. Okay, here's the thing. Everybody that chats. Everybody in the chat. Everybody that supports financially is high value to me, period. Guaranteed. Everybody that becomes a member, there's levels to high value. You know, I remember when I made my first $400,000 and I thought I was the shit. And then until I had to pay taxes. And I was like, whoa. Then I said, I got to make more than that. Then I started talking to, so when I made my first 400 grand, I was like, yo, man, this is great. Balling out. I was an entrepreneur, and then the government was like, let me have that. I was like, God damn. So I had to cut a check to the government. Then I realized I didn't really make $400,000. Then I said, well, how could I make more so I could actually make $400,000? I had to start hanging around a different level of people. There's levels to high value individuals as defined by Kev. There's levels to it. To get started, you're at 100 grand a year. From there, it goes up to Jeff Bezos and Elon Musk. There's levels of it. So as far as I'm concerned, if you are subscribed to the channel and you are chatting, or you are a member, or you're supporting in any way, you are high value to me. You are high value to me. You are not average. You are not average at best. Thank you so much, Shirley. Thank you so much, JT. Thank you so much, JT. I appreciate you. You guys, we're going to get ready to end this. The Bay Area's in the house. Bay Area. Did you guys know I was the director of Keek the Sneak's music video, Super Hyphy? Everybody in the Bay. If you're from the Bay Area, Oakland, San Francisco, whatever you want, Raw Records, my man Keek the Sneak, my man Al Keys. I was the director of the Keek the Sneak music video, Super Hyphy. I owned superhyphy.com along with my partner, Al Keys. So shout out to the Bay. Ghost Ride the Whip. Ghost Ride the Whip. I shot that music video in 2005. Yeah, that's right, Brother Love. I shot that music video in 2005. 2 more versions of the video came out later once they started selling the songs and all that. But the original music video, director, producer is your boy. Maybe I'll play it. Maybe I'll put it on my channel. I gotta ask Al if he'll allow me to put that music video on my channel. On my channel. Shout out to another high value friend of ours, Brother Love. Shout out to Brother Love Show. Thank you for the $5 super chat, bro. Another contribution from another high value subscriber. What are y'all doing? Okay, so what we doing? Y'all just gonna be blessing your boy now? It's like church? Clement Gray, $5 super chat. Love rocking with you from the same era. Hopefully be on the panel one day. Yes, cam up with me, man. We gonna have conversations, especially Club 100 on the weekends. That's like open channel. We just talk about whatever. Saturday nights, man, 8 o'clock. Thank you for your $5 super chat. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. It helps. It encourages me to make sure I bring you guys decent production value. You know, some of these YouTubers just don't give a fuck how they present themselves. They sit up in a corner of a room. They prop up a camera with some shitty lights playing background. You hear music in the background playing? It took me a long time to find the song that's soothing enough to calm everybody while they listen to us, but not overpowering to the people that's talking. You know, production value matters to me. How I'm gonna sit around here and collect money from Brothers Love Show and collect money from people like Clement Gray. And I'm sitting in the corner of a bedroom somewhere with a fucking Android phone camera staring at me doing a live show. That's ridiculous, man. I got to bring you guys production value. I got to have my topics ready. Look, let me show you this real quick. Let me give you guys some more game. See that? That's me talking about topics. I do research in a yellow note on my phone to make sure I'm bringing you guys topics that's worthy of listening to. I want to make sure that this whole thing is worthy of listening to. I'm trying to increase my production value to make sure that you guys are enjoying your time, because you don't have to be here. You could be at anybody else's show, or you could be doing anything else. Instead, you spending your time with me. And this goes to the people that does the replay too. For people that's watching the show later, it's for you too. You do not have to watch my shows, but you do. You do not have to listen to this content of trying to elevate young men and young women, but you do. So I appreciate everybody. What Miss Parker says? She says, I haven't even seen your page, Miss Parker. What she says, I feel judged. I need help. I need help with my production. She got a good message, but you got to make sure that people are comfortable. You got to make sure that people are comfortable. Imagine going to the movie theater and they got fold-out chairs. They got fold-up chairs for you to watch the movie. Imagine going to see the new blockbuster film, and you go into the movie theater and the lights are on and they got fold-out chairs. The movie experience wouldn't be too good. That's why we use microphones. I don't have to use this microphone, but I use it. I think it's complementary to my voice in the way and how deep my voice is in the way. I got other microphones. I got more expensive microphones than this one, but this one seems to be better. Production value matters to the people that's watching. To everybody that's watching the show right now, the production value matters to them. And I care about that kind of stuff. And so when I'm blessed with this kind of stuff, I run straight to Amazon. I buy things, I set things up to make sure that it's a decent look. I'm going to change the background. I don't even think that's worthy of you guys' attention. I think I need to step that up. But thank you so much for being here. I appreciate everybody. Appreciate you so much for your support. Please like the video. The thumbs up matters. It tells YouTube that this video is worth watching. Subscribe, please. That tells the world that I'm worth listening to. A subscription to my channel is like a product review. You're giving me a product review. So please subscribe to the channel if you enjoy, and hit the little bell. And then if you really like the content and you want to go in depth with me as I prepare for those things, because I'm getting ready to start shooting some more content for the members only section, join the channel. There should be a join button somewhere around the screen that says join. And then it tells you the perks. Join the SR Army. We're not the US Army. We're the SR Army. And we're combat soldiers in the war of life. You could join as a reserve member. You could join as National Guard. You could be a full-time service member, or you can be an Army Ranger. Or you can be an Army Ranger. I was surprised at the amount of Army Rangers that signed up yesterday. I was like, okay, we got some Army Rangers in here. I got to have them get the back chat going so I can get everybody going. And then, of course, there's Special Forces. The Special Forces. The back chat I got to get set up because these people, we need to have conversations offline. Basically, YouTube is one thing, but for all full-time service members and all, is it full-time service members? Yeah, it's for all full-time service members and for all Army Rangers and above. No, I'm sorry. All full-time service members and all Special Forces, we have a back chat where we talk offline, or we will be talking offline about whatever the fuck is going on. All of it is about winning. All of it is about succeeding in life. All of it is about, did you hear the latest news? It's going to be about current events. It's going to be about what's going on in the world. It's going to be about, we're going to talk about politics. We're going to talk about religion. We're going to talk about relationships. We're going to talk about getting the bag, entrepreneurship. And you can just sit back and listen, or you can contribute to the conversation, but at least you'll be privy to it. So that's going to be a members only thing. So I want you guys to join the channel. Eventually I'm going to shut down the chat to members only. and only members will be able to get involved in the chat. So I appreciate you guys. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I wish I would have been doing this for years. I have been doing this stuff over at Facebook. Facebook kind of doesn't even allow my information to get out. YouTube, at least it could be searched. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys tonight at Ask a Black Man Anything. And if you're not over there, I'll see you right back here at this channel tomorrow. We go live every day. Talk to you.
Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver. Pa' que el CP se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie,
hit the like button.
Selfie, que yo parezca en él.
What up, Mr. O?
Como que ella quiere disfruta la noche, lo anormal. Porque el novio teme que su relación va a terminar.
Oh, you can't join it on mobile? I wonder why. I don't know why you can't. I wish I could. I'm gonna ask YouTube if I can bless memberships with people. If we get complimentary memberships. Some people just deserve a complimentary membership.
Alguien que diga su condición, que solamente le dé traición, para después llegar con un perdón. Quiere hangar y ser de esos babies que goza la vida y lo hacen como esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver.
That's cold blood.
Para que se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver. Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, que yo parezca en mí, que yo parezca en mí. No tiene sueños, solamente en sus sueños. Nos ponemos risueños con un norteño y mi flow brasileño.
Hey.
Bueno, ya me doy el palo. Es empate si lo desigualo. Le gusta lo honesto y lo malo. Me traje un regalo. Ella ya no quiere relación. Alguien que diga su condición, que solamente le dé traición, para después llegar con un perdón. Quiere hangar y ser de esos.
Come on, come on. I wish we were in the club, y'all, and we all was on the dance floor doing our two-step. Everybody know how to two-step. And we had our drinks in the hands like, oh shit. Come on. Bounce, bounce, bounce. Shit, I know how to dance, y'all. I get up on you. Ladies, I get up on you. I'm doing my two-step like, I always got a drink in my hand.
Esa chica quiere selfie, selfie, ella quiere ver.
Come on, come on, come on.
Que se dé cuenta que aquí perdió esa mujer, perdió esa mujer. Lo que quiere es enloquecer, ser la mujer que él quería ver.
Dance, y'all.
Quiere selfie, selfie, que ella parezca en mí, que ella parezca en mí. No, 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 no. No hice, Baker.
Come on, hey! I love y'all. More great topics. See you later.